It was a big Monday night, November 7th, for Doreen Eagles and for Saskatchewan Party members across the province. Eagles cleaned up in the Estevan Constituency, winning 56 out of the 57 polls and earning 79% of the votes. Meanwhile, her party was also busy collecting seats as they won 49 out of the 58 spots in legislature. Although Eagles was never in danger of losing her seat, she wasn't as positive about the outcome on her end.
I was confident that we would form government, and I guess I wasn't so confident that I was going to be part of it. It sounds silly, I know, but I just, what we've seen on TV tonight is just evidence that Premier Wall and the Sask Party team are on the right track, and we didn't go on a wild and reckless spending spree with the taxpayers' credit card. The promises we made are promises that can be kept within a balanced budget framework, and that meant a lot to people, and in this area especially with stability with the resource royalties.
With her seat secured, Eagles says it is time to get back to work.
We have done a lot of work with the education portion of property tax and paying down the debt and shortening waiting lists. We've still got a lot more work to do. I mean, the infrastructure had a huge deficit when we formed government, and you just don't fix 16 years of neglect in 4 years. So I am confident that we will make huge gains in this next 4 years.
After her speech to supporters, Eagles spoke about the reason she thought the Saskatchewan Party did so well in the election.
I think it had a lot to do with royalty resources. I think the stability is one thing, because when they talk about increasing the royalty rates or even having a review, that just kind of leads to people not wanting to invest in that industry in this province, because for instance, in the last quarter, Potash Corp netted $740 million. $740 million. They invested 590 of it back into the economy of Saskatchewan, and that's pretty amazing. And to fool around with those royalty rates would just be absolutely devastating, and especially in this community.
With a majority government, Eagles says the focus is now on fulfilling promises.
You know what, we will fulfill our election promises. We did that last time, and I can remember the first caucus meeting after our 2007 win. The Premier held up their election platform, and he just says, folks, when we come back in 4 years, I want a check mark by every one of these promises. And there was. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be, we're going to work to keep those promises. The people of the province have entrusted us, and we have to keep our word.
For EstevanMercury.ca, I'm Rhys Kelso.